You hear it all the time. I gotta find my main, or I main X character. This idea of having a main or needing to have one is a common thing you'll find in every fighting game. But do you even need a main? Why have a main at all? Why not just play whoever you want, whenever you want? Or do you have to have a main to get good? Can you only get good if you have a main? Let's explore this idea of maining, because there's a lot of advantages to it. There are advantages to switching characters as well. There is no right or wrong way to do it, but the more you understand what your choices are, the better you can understand yourself as a player. There's a reason people pick a main. It's not just about picking someone on the roster list and playing them for fun. Usually, having a main is about commitment. You're committing to learning and developing your skills with that character. This means going beyond the surface level, because though it can be easy to pick up a character's basic game plan, developing their second, third, or even fourth layer of strategy takes time and effort. And for some characters, you have to put in a lot of time to get to that level. And that's the first advantage of maining: depth of knowledge. You gain a deeper understanding of that character, their toolset, and how to use it against the rest of the cast. Matchup knowledge is something that takes a long time to not only learn, but also practice. And when you main a character, you gain that knowledge and experience. This depth leads to the next advantage: refinement. Once you know what to do with your character, you can refine your game plan, iron out your weaknesses. That is an advantage that only maining will give you. You may have a good corner pressure strategy, but have you tested it with someone that has a DP? Did you test it against someone with a low profile move? Against YRC? Is it burst safe? By maining, you get to test your strategy under different scenarios and thus refine your play. Moreover, you can just solidify your current strategy. Maybe your whiff punishing needs some work, so sticking with the same character allows you to level up that skill. And as you level up, you reach another advantage: fighting stronger opponents. You've heard the term, iron sharpens iron, and if you want to level up your skills, or even gain new ones, you need to fight stronger opponents. They will test your skills and push you to get better. Fighting weaker opponents causes you to stagnate, and if you're constantly switching, you never get to that next level of opponents. It's beginners constantly fighting beginners. You can't progress like that. But let me take a step back a moment. These advantages have been very skill-oriented, very competitive-oriented, but there are advantages to maining that has nothing to do with skill. Simply put, sometimes you main a character just because you like the character. You identify with them, you like how they work, how they look, their personality. Sometimes by maining, the commitment you put in is a way of showing others how much you like that character. Through the ups and downs, you stick with them because you like them. That's reason enough. And as great as all of these advantages have been, there are advantages in switching characters too. I feel like this aspect is rarely talked about, so let's do what I always do. Let's talk about it. I'm someone that's really bad at picking a main. Not because I'm against it or because I couldn't find a character I liked. I had the opposite problem. I liked a lot of the cast, so I wanted to play them all. And in hindsight, there are a lot of benefits I've gained from that time. Firstly, instead of gaining deep knowledge about one character, I have a breadth of knowledge about many characters. Nothing teaches you more about a character's game plan, weaknesses, and even player habits more than simply playing the character yourself. It's sometimes the best way to learn how to fight against that character. You've played them yourself. This will open your eyes, allow you to see the game through a completely different lens, and that is a form of a matchup knowledge. Personal experience in the driver's seat will teach you a lot, and you can carry that to any other character you play. It's valuable knowledge. By playing many characters, you develop a wider variety of skills, and those skills make you flexible in your play style. No one character can teach you every skill. For example, if you've never played a charge character, you won't have the pre-charge skill in your toolkit. You've never needed it before. But by playing different characters, playstyles, and archetypes, you will be able to adapt yourself to many different ways of playing that could be beneficial in learning another character, in matchups, or even in adjusting your own playstyle. Being able to adjust your playstyle is another huge advantage. In some matchups, you have to play differently. Your normal game plan doesn't work or isn't as effective, and so you need to change. If you're used to a more defensive playstyle, what are you going to do if your opponent outranges your character? You can't just sit back and wait. You have to become the aggressor. Conversely, we've all played against that person that only knows forward, Unga forward because you didn't buy the game to block. Adaptability, flexibility, and familiarity with the cast are great advantages to switching characters, and I honestly advise you to do it. You main as well because that has great advantages too. Which should you choose to do more or less? That's up to you, but know that each one will benefit you as a player. Are you an only mains, or are you part of the no main gang? I'll be honest, I thought I would be in the no main gang forever. I just liked exploring new characters and learning different sets of skills. I like being adaptable. But when I recently started going to my locals, I decided to finally pick a main, to just put my chips in, all in, and learn. And it's been fun as well. Regardless of the kind of player you are, venture into both sides. And as a casual, you never have to pick one way or the other. Just do it all.